Bro, I need to come where you are. Since you crossed the border, guys think you have money. What happened to you, bro? Bro, a living dog is worthy than a dead man. The government of Kenya has really tried to make youths their life's end meet. Since 2002, the past government and current have made great efforts for you youths. You have all resources of getting funds for starting small businesses. Don't ever think of coming here. You are lucky you have many channels for getting money. Bro, kwani huko Somalia hakuna pesa? Tunaambiangwa ni milioni 10 kujiunga na Ugaidi. Bro, executing people is inhuman to all nations. The aim of Al-Shabaab is promoting anarchy. Terror is a movement of dividing religion on earth. Let all renounce violence in our youths. Bro, kwani who are Al-Shabaab and their missions for youths in Somalia and our nation Kenya? Bro, kundi la Al-Shabaab ni la watu wanaojifanya Waislamu wenye itikadi kali lililoanzishwa nchini Somalia mwaka wa 2006 kutokana na ICU, Islamic Court Union. Al-Shabaab seeks to exploit this vulnerability by manipulating clan networks in order to retain powers. More recently, their converts from neighboring countries have been conscripted typically to do an understandable or difficult work because of joining the religion you don't know of. Msidanganywe na hawa watu. The group sympathizers made a strong push in our country by recruiting young people with a propaganda of giving them employment. Those areas where they were described as incubators of jihadists. Kataa ugaidi, we ni Mkenya na tetea Mkenya mwenzako. Bro, na ni watu wote hujiunga na ugaidi kwa kujitolea. Al-Shabaab would probably like to think all of its recruits joined because they believed in the group's message, but in the reality, domestic Somali recruits joined for the host different reasons, many of which were the result of promulgating calculation rather than ideological commitment. Kataa ugaidi. Use of propaganda by exploiting social media. Youths who are driven by greed joins them, but here wanakutana na vifo zao zikiwasubiri. Kataa ugaidi. Finally, it needs to be noted that not all recruits into Al-Shabaab have voluntarily. The group kidnapped large number of Somalis and forced them to fight, including hilarious and undetermined number of children. All youths should have courage to face terrorism acts. Destiny in youths at failed state doesn't lie in God's will. It lies in the rules of guns. Be patient over what you wish to have one day. Avoid terror. Stop killing people by the name of Allah. Through God's presence, peace is enjoyed. If not God, death comes next. God also listens to the cry of the Satan victims. Fear of the name of God increases faith in our living. Terrorism is foolish and forgetful when it is underestimating youths. Terrorism is the only thing that an unbeliever can do. Terrorism inspires the foolish. Great minds inspire the ability. It didn't matter where I was born or where I was raised. It is what I will be or what I am now. Bro, maisha aje juu sasa naweza pata loan, niweke biashara, nipate familia na kuhurumia juu huko hutoki alive. Death is in your next room. I wasn't born poor because I have seen 30-year package. Things young people does have the way to come back after some times. Tell all the terrorists that death of innocent is another great adventure. Even terrorists will bleed to death with the pain of their deeds. With beyond measures, terrorism is directed by Satan himself. If what we need in life comes easy, we can only be devils in Horish line. Government that gives you love will spread love through your generation. Don't look big seats as of president, but look for smaller things to be great. Later generation will appreciate you. The smaller things you did will reflect your happiness. Thank you, Mr. President Kenyatta and your government, for today's youths are seeing light at the end of the tunnel. Somalia has no peace because they forgot that they belong to each other. Leaders trusted luxury and hated their taxpayers. A nation with corruption is still in civil war. Bro, mission ya terrorist ni nini huku kwetu? Radicalization and terrorism is a global concern. It has been linked with lawlessness, destruction of properties, as well as instilling fear among the citizens of developed countries. Kata Ugaidi. Conventional and commentary analysis of the role of the youths in Africa. Political history generally portrays them as energy behind political protest, intergroup clashes, and violence extremism. Kata Ugaidi. East Africa jihadists were motivated by physiological factors such as identity conflict, personality characteristic, and group relative deprivation. Kata Ugaidi. The major factors of radicalization were influence of perception of marginalized discrimination, political oppression, poverty influence, and spiritual leader as a sense of alienation. Kata Ugaidi. It is evidence that youths are brainwashed and want to attain identity and sense of belonging through radicalization. Kata Ugaidi. Greediness of wanting to get rich fast. Recruitment can target of those young who are experiencing family violence, separation of parents. The main aim of the recruiters is to send young people to their graves for their political benefit and wealth. Religion is invaded by different faiths and completions, committing the same violence, hoping to see God. Kata Ugaidi. I don't know why suicide bombers are martyrs in their homeland and they are ruthlessly killing people. Bro, what is terrorism? Kweli nimekataa ugaidi. Terrorism is an universal enemy of mankind. Combating terrorism is for all, not men and women in uniform, not also the work of President Uhuru Kenyatta and his government, but all Kenyans. This is our fight. Combating terrorism is still with you and me. Report every suspicion in your area. There is government hot numbers you can use to call. Call 999, 911, or 112. There is other hotline number you can call, 020-2199151 or 020-199-054. Youths should have love of humanity in their hearts. Youths in terrorism are treated like machines by the greed of men. Terrorists will die, but the liberty of innocent will live longer. Youths, don't join those insurgency groups, for the hate of men will end and the dictators will die. The misery that is upon leaders is greed, bitterness on human race. Al-Shabaab are misleading youths that they are judged by the religion stance. We can stop radicalization being a global challenge. Long live the souls of the victim of terror. Every youth in Kenya should remain vigilant to their neighbors. This Islamic insurgency is targeting young youths by dividing the religion background. Let free the world by protecting human souls. We all should unite and drop guns. Have decent world. Make everybody's life a beautiful adventure. You people, you have power to create guns and also power to destroy wars. Don't fight for slavery by guns, fight for liberty by your vote. Bro, wamama wako aje huko? In Al-Shabaab camps, women are sexually harassed or killed if they don't comply with the jihadists. Bro, who funds these groups? Those people steal from the locals and harass them. So those who are told that you'll get millions, hakuna. Only their founders enjoys these young people's brutal ways of living. The potential danger faced by all youths and adolescents in any society is youthful energy for experiencing, which may lead them psychological disclosure. This makes youths to enter into pathetic partner and negative convictions that in the society is harsh, as well as being indifferent of their needs. Youths be leaders. A leader has confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and a compassion to listen to the needs of others. Youth, we have made mistake by joining extremism groups, but let's try a new thing by creating good life. Religion acts as a vehicle to voice emotions, moral outrage, and provide a space for common identity that youth seeks. Youths like us who are radicalized are likely to be involved or linked to drugs abuse, murder, disturbance, destruction of property, lawlessness, as well as instilling fear among citizens. Like any significant terrorist or insurgent group, Al-Shabaab must spend a great deal of time and energy raising money both through licit and illicit channels. Accessing Al-Shabaab linkage with revenue production, organized crime pose some familiar difficulties add ubiquitous war, taxes, leveraging, substantial fines from drugs trafficking, robbery, kidnapping, and other revenue-raising criminal enterprises are typical. Radicalization in Kenya started as youths who were Somali Muslim were misguided by others that they are second-class citizens. Identity appears to be another factor crucial to the radicalization of young individuals. Radical groups exploit those identity struggles in their recruitment and radicalization agenda. Many who join Al-Shabaab are misled that their religion identity is discriminated. Radicalization and terrorism in Kenya revealed that social identity had paramount of influencing an individual drive to join Al-Shabaab and allied democratic forces. Bro, nimetosheka. Your life is limited, so don't waste your life living someone else's life. In terrorism, we benefit the founders and we die like stray dogs. Mimi ni Mkenya na niko na Wakenya wenzangu. Ugaidi nimekataa. The greediness of young people have resorted to Islamist extremism.